I made a severe lapse in judgment. So you guys are probably wondering as to why exactly am I making this video as of today, and what took so long as to making this video in the first place. Well, to answer the second question, I was studying for an exam, and now all that's pretty much over, so I'm a little bit more in the cool down type of phase for my class, and now I have the time to do a little bit more things. Obviously, I'm still going to probably focus more on school more than anything, so you more than likely will be expecting less videos overall, and also including less streams, because I do want to dedicate majority of my time to school as of right now, since I'm actually at the verge of being able to transfer, finish my basics, and that's really important to me. So I really want to make sure that I get this right the first time. Now, in other words, though, for Stitch Review, I also wanted to announce a few winners. The first person I want to announce as a winner, I want to announce Jade as a winner, since technically he probably was the most deserving in terms of my top 3 favorites. And if it wasn't for my ignorance, he probably would have won my top 3 for sure. And again, sorry Jade, you're still going to be getting your 5k crowns though. Don't worry about it, it's coming soon. For the second winner, it will be from Raging Keyblade as the popular vote, since in my opinion he did have a really amazing concept. I absolutely, like I said before, love the concept. I think it looks amazing. The only problem I had is that the sword was the main thing. If he was to have like the duelist sword, since one of the main features of Sephiroth is that he has an amazingly long sword, if he was to at least got that, easily would have been top 3. And obviously the hairstyle probably would have helped a lot, so hopefully with the 5k crowns that he'll be winning as of tonight, more than likely, he should be able to get everything he needs for the meantime. So once again, congratulations to Raging for winning the popular vote. And for the last person, this is actually the person who is a random submitter, and I usually just go through a random comment picker and just have, you know, the random comment picker pick a specific person who will win the 5k crowns themselves for submitting a Stitch, and that person goes to Tangent. So congratulations to Tangent. All 3 of you guys should be expecting a DM from me sometime in the future, and more than likely tonight, but knowing how Wiz is and how I spend money on today's pack review, more than likely it'll be like tonight and maybe tomorrow night, and right then and there everyone should be able to receive their 5k crowns. My top 3 has been having their 5k crowns for such a long time, since I already gave them codes a long time ago. The other 3 however are gonna have to wait maybe tonight or tomorrow night in order to get their 5k crowns, but overall the 5k crowns are coming. And for those who are just wondering as to why exactly am I making this video, well, the reason is because I am actually kind of considering in terms of how I should do the next Stitch review format. And the reason why I'm doing this is because if you were to look at this last Stitch review video, if I remember correctly, it is about 30 minutes long. It's a fairly lengthy video because I really wanted to make sure that everyone had a chance to be a part of it. And it's pretty much like 26 minutes, about 30 minutes long, give or take. And you guys are still killing with the support as well, so if you guys haven't checked it out, definitely check it out. Link will be in the description, because it is a really fun video to make. If you're interested in trying to take inspiration of how to make Stitches or how to be a part of the upcoming Stitch review, definitely check it out, because you'll definitely see what I tend to like a lot. But overall, I just have to say, you know, thank you to everyone who supported the recent Stitch review videos. And unfortunately, as much as I want to review every single person's Stitch, I just don't think that's going to be viable in the future, because in every Stitch review video, it's like I get more and more submissions. And that's a good thing. That's a good problem to have. It means that you guys are really enjoying the series. It means that you guys are willing to be a part of something that I honestly did not expect that you will love to be a part of. So overall, I'm really happy, and I want you guys to keep submitting your Stitches, because there's still going to be chances for you to win something in future Stitch review videos. The way I plan doing for future Stitch review videos is that, number 1, I still plan to have my top 3 winners based on, I think, more than likely the video. Then the 2 other winners, which is the random submission winner, and then you have the popular vote winner. Now for random submission, it's obviously going to be those who don't win the popular or the top 3, and it will be on Twitter, pretty much just because this is where you guys submit your stitches anyway. And I'll basically put everyone's names here who submitted this stitch who hasn't won yet, and they'll get a chance to also win some crowns. Now for the last winner, which is going to be the popular vote, that's something that I've been trying to figure out as of right now, and I'm still probably going to think about for quite some time, because I don't know if I want to do it with the video or if I want to do it with the Twitter. Because the thing is, not everyone who subscribes on YouTube or watches my YouTube videos follows my Twitter, and it's vice versa. And I feel like when it comes to like having both of the audience, I have more of that on YouTube rather than I do on Twitter. So I feel like the popular vote might be based on YouTube submissions, because it's based on my most favorite stitches. But let me know what you guys think, because I would really love your feedback for a future stitch review video and see what I can do. But pretty much after a couple of time just thinking about what I should do for upcoming stitch review videos, I think that in order to make the videos fairly short but still pretty lengthy, like in terms of like, yeah, I gave a good amount of people a chance to have their stitch reviewed for a video, I decided that maybe I'll just pick some of my most favorite ones and then have that within the stitch review video, and then see which ones you guys tend to enjoy within that video. Or maybe even if you happen to have Twitter, let me know which one you enjoy on Twitter. I'm not necessarily 100% sure as to how that's going to work, but more than likely it's just going to be me picking my most favorite stitches out of all submissions. And it really just depends on the submissions as well. If there's even more submissions than this stitch review, then that's more than likely how it's going to be. But if not, then there might be a chance that I'll be reviewing multiple stitches of the same person because I just like them so much. Now, it doesn't mean that you should be automatically submitting one stitch. You're allowed to submit as many stitches as you like. The thing is that I'm going to be picking my most favorite out of all of them. That way, not only is it going to be shorter of a video, but also because we have less basic stitches within stitch review that probably more than likely shouldn't even have the review, just because I'm just going to give it automatically basic out of 10. I won't go too much in depth as to what I think their stitches inspire from or what exactly I like about the stitch, because I'll automatically just basic out of 10. You know, just get those out of the way, and more than likely just have more stitches that I'm a little bit more impressed by, because it actually took a little bit more inspiration and a little bit more creativity for that matter. And that's something that I'm a little bit more considering for a future stitch review video. But again, that really just all depends on how many submissions are going to be happening for the next one for next year. And for those wondering, when is the next stitch review video? It'll probably be around spring, maybe like late spring to like early summer is when I'll probably have my next stitch review video. Again, if you want to be a part of it, just follow me on Twitter. That will also be in the description for a link to follow me on Twitter. And it's also the best way to stay informed about what's going on within my life and how it's going to affect the YouTube channel. Because since I don't really have a YouTube community tab, it's a little bit harder to keep you guys updated. That's not in video format, and the easiest way for me to do it is through Twitter. I also like to interact with you guys a lot on Twitter as well, so overall it's a win-win for both of us. So if you haven't done it yet, just follow me on Twitter, make a Twitter, follow me on Twitter then, and yeah, it'll be all good. But other than that, I just want to say thank you to everyone who supported the stitch review series, because if it wasn't for you guys and your submissions, there will not be a stitch review video in the first place. Other than that though, there are going to be some changes in the future. I am planning to do maybe a collaborations for the next one with some WizTubers, because I feel like there's some WizTubers who have a little bit of a similar interest for stitches, and you know, we should probably share our own opinions with stitches, because obviously everyone has their own taste when it comes to stitches. I have my own taste, some other WizTuber might have their own taste, and I would love to see how they will react to different kind of stitches that we like to choose. And who knows, there's just going to be so much that I'm going to consider, but that will be for the future. In the meantime though, hopefully that you did enjoy. Make sure you leave a like if you want to see more Stitch review videos, subscribe if you haven't, and always remember to stay frenzy. Peace!